Yeah, the docks. Do any of us know how to get there?
Our little personal Google Maps.
Cal, who's been taking notes in the background the entire time because we've been carrying on this conversation.
Get a 17 on knowledge local. I probably actually know
and
how
you know how to get to the docks.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You knew how to do the docks, but not to get to the weird,
up.
house place with the, dogs. It's very prominent in this area.
She hangs out here. You don't hang out. You didn't know what it was.
You don't go wistfully look at the park and be like, I wish I could call Sariel and let him frolic with timber wolves and whatever else is there.
My summon is a servant of Pharasma. I don't think the other dogs would like him frolicking with them.
He just wants to be like them.
Perhaps the fastest way would simply be make our way to the docks and gather information there. There are numerous taverns. And from what I understand, most dock workers and sailors are rather loose of tongue, depending on how loose you are with your purse strings.
In other words, buy him a drink.
Precisely.
Yes. And ask for where the big Ulfin men went.
Maybe you don't ask them that.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
The man under the sheets would nod. Please hurry.
Yeah, let's hurry now.
Okay, I'm gonna keep Sariel summoned and act like that's totally cool.
We're all acting like it's cool.
We're just acting like we don't see it if anybody asks. We're just like, what dog?
Can we dress him up somehow? Put something a blanket on him?
Oh my
God!
God.
Help.
We'll buy him a little hat, a little sweater.
He's not a Chihuahua purse dog. I mean,
Mechanically speaking, a summon can't look like another creature enough to actually pass go without making a disguise check. So unless he has ranks in disguise.
That's what
Survey
you need.
says.
Oh, of course not.
That's what you need. Disguise.
And you may wish to dismiss him to not garner too much attention.
Yeah,
Last thing we need is the city
we are
guard
trying to
being
be
like, what you
somewhat
doing there?
Under the radar.
Taros Skelg's servant would inform you that he would contact the guards pertaining towards what has happened here to make certain that they'll take the man that survived into custody and that you would not be held responsible for the other man's death.
Okay.
Once again, murder without consequences.
I mean, for now.
For now.
Yeah.
Making your way through the city streets, it would be blazingly hot again.
We were promised cold times.
It was
They tempted us just a little bit, and then now it's all warm again.
It was cold for a second.
Well, if we go into this frozen painting
I don't want to be that
parka
cold.
time.
tapestry.
It'll be parka time.
I don't want to be that cold.
Do I have parka?
Why would you have a parka?
We
I
probably
think
have
you
a cold
have
weather
desert
outfit.
clothing and...
We
I have
hot
desert
weather
clothing and
outfits.
my normal people clothing.
Making your way down there, you can of course hit up any of the assorted taverns if you wish to ask a couple of questions. What exactly are you guys trying to find out?
If there's a new arrival of Ulfin and where they are.
So, Ulfin visitors?
Yes.
Very well.
Not these two,
And how many are
We're not
with
new.
them?
So, whoever has the highest diplomacy may make a gather information check.
That's not me.
I have a 10 in
The rest of the party may aid another if they
I'm
so
gonna
wish.
aid you. I aid.
I do not aid you.
I aid.
I stand menacingly in the
So-
background.
I also buy a round of drinks.
I get a 21.
21. Asking a few questions, you would actually find, funny enough, less the sailors and more the barkeep would share the information with all of you pertaining towards a number of Ulfin warriors who came in, drank a great deal of alcohol, started a giant bar fight, and then took off without paying for the damage or restitutions for the damage that they did to his establishment.
Sounds like our guys.
The Northlanders apparently had rented a warehouse in the docks from Tula Baltus across from the Rosy Fingers Tavern in the West Docks.
Okay.
Let's go kick down the door.
No.
Well, what are we doing then?
All right, better plan, person. What you got?
We're gonna go knock on the door and ask them a few questions.
Please give us the lamp.
I say compromise of the two. We scout the location, and if they're up to some shady shenanigans, then we break in. Because if we knock, it'll just give them time to get ready.
We don't want them to light the lamp and be like, cold.
And curse
Well, I'm
all
going
of
to
us.
put my shield on.
You can walk around with your shield on your arm. I mean, not many people are going to ask many questions about it. It'll get tiring after a little while, but you know where you're going.
I don't know, these people usually tend to rant. I figure if we just let them rant at us long enough, we'll figure out
We're
what
gonna
we
let them
know.
monologue?
Well,
That
these
seems
are
cliche.
these are Ulfin. We are not a people of words.
We've gotten that.
Alright, I guess let's go scout the place. I have no stealth, that's up to
I
somebody
have no
else.
stealth either, friend.
I have a little stealth.
You know who does have stealth? Sorry,
Well, summon you beast. We're about to brawl.
You know what I have? A -1.
Making your way down
Man, you're the
to the
worst.
West Docks, You would find the warehouse located across from the Rosy Fingers Tavern. It itself is built right onto the docks, part of it extending actually out over the water. The building is, you'd say, about probably 30 feet tall, with windows, but none of these windows set on the ground floor on the upper levels from what you can tell from here. 2 docks extend on either side out from there, but you don't actually see any longship, although it's quite possible with how close this is built to the waters that there is a wet dock inside of the warehouse with possible access from the water.
Oh, yeah, they still
We all know how well we do in water, so let's not do that again.
Actually do fairly well.
I do okay. I got up 2.
Piers would run along either side of the building, and on the seaward side you believe is probably the access for any sort of ship making its way into the warehouse proper, although you'd again have to make your way out onto the piers to actually see that. The street here is busy with several taverns amongst the warehouses scattered about here and there, as well as a couple what basically account to, well, more or less inns, although mostly of the less reputable variety, scattered about amongst their numbers.
We should ask if anybody's seen them.
Most of the warehouses that you see here have sentries in front of them. Majority of these simply hired arms to make certain that no one breaks in and steals whatever supplies are kept inside of it. Of more interest to all of you is a Northland warrior with an axe resting on his lap, which would sit on a small pile of crates across from the warehouse, obviously watching it.
That's our guy.
That guy.
Wow, these people are masters of disguise and stealth, aren't
They're
they?
not trying to be stealthy.
I don't know. We have a pretty good example with us.
They came to do a job. They did the job. Now we have to go kill them.
But was that the only reason they were coming?
So are we gonna go talk to the obviously watching, not watching guy?
Be like, hey, how you doing, shop?
No!
No! Actually use words!
I mean, fine.
Articulate.
Fine.
If we have to.
Yeah, I'm gonna approach Mr. Guy, who's not supposed to be so obvious, but is obvious.
Flirt a little. Maybe it'll help.
We will stay back.
Looking nonchalant with our, armor and
I
great
guess I'm
axe
gonna
and such.
go talk to this guy.
Do you want me to go with?
Sure.
I'll go with.
gonna
I'll
get-
be your cute little wingman.
Wing woman?
You're gonna get yourselves
Wing person.
murdered.
We're only round away. Just, leave an opening so we can charge.
Technically, if you guys wanted to, you could still watch them from inside of the tavern.
Like, we're staying there nonchalant and drinking our brew, and it's like, oh, we're up.
We're gonna have a brew.
We're also not going to pay for our drinks and run out the door.
You just keep a
Prepay.
platinum piece in hand so that when you burst through the window, you can just flip it back.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna approach the guard that's supposed to be nonchalant, but is obviously being obvious. Yeah.
Making your way over.
Smile with my charisma 18 smile.
Very well. Approaching the man, he would glance over towards all of you.
She's actually really cute for a halfling, too.
You're not
Don't
with
you have a
us.
really high charisma, too?
She's a charisma
I have a 17.
Yeah, so we're cute.
I'm adorable.
Yeah.
The man's battle axe would lay across his lap, and he would watch all of you curiously.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Are you lost?
Yes.
I'm not here. Sorry, that laugh was a little uncontrollable. This is not in character, by the way.
It's like the idea that we're just sitting there and we're just both probably just in general just like, oh.
It's like the
Drop my
Riker Picard
sword.
double face ball meme. Okay.
No.
You're
just new, and, that's interesting.
Do you ladies work this?
No. He probably like extremely like so very offended.
You should say yes.
That's the same as him asking if you're a god. That's when you say yes. If somebody asks you if you're a whore, you say no.
No one suspects a whore. And then you call him in the face.
Mechanically speaking, the question is now, do you want to make a bluff check or keep going?
How am I making a bluff check?
If you say yes,
If
you're
you
a
say you're a
whore.
If you're pretending to be a whore.
I am not pretending to be a whore.
Roll for whore.
are not in that line of profession. We are just citizens. Again, you're a very odd sight in this city. Pretend I'm chewing all this and not laughing because I can't contain it.
We need to take a break.
I am just doing my job here.
Which is what exactly?
I'm guarding this warehouse.
Why are you across the street then? Wouldn't it be more efficient to guard the actual entrance?
I can see the entrance from here, and I prefer to sit. As for what is inside, I would not be much of a guard if I was telling any person walking by in the street what is inside to steal.
Good point.
You just don't see many Ulfen in this area.
Because it's hot.
Like you are, honey.
Come on! You should have been going up there.
I have been charisma 10!
Yeah, but you're like a strong Ulfen lady.
They don't like that.
We're never gonna get through this.
I was not supposed to have weapons. There's a whole thing.
Strong, independent women make me afraid.
What are we trying to get out of this exchange?
Go and
Figure out if these are the right people. We can't just be like, oh, they're Ulfen, so let's go murder them.
You gotta flirt with them.
We could be like, hey, we've heard of some famous Ulfen people.
Yes,
Do you know
okay.
him?
Do you know, I want to say Ben Gay now. Ben here! I was like, you got me in my head.
know his name.
Inception, man!
We heard there was a real sexy dude here, man.
No. Why do you
Sexy dude. Sexy dude.
I lost what I was gonna say.
Stop laughing.
We literally just need like a black screen that just says they couldn't stop laughing for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes of laughter. So what was the last
Are
thing
you
he
friends
said?
with the Ulfen gentleman that's recently moved into the Noble District?
I have no friends here.
Well, that's depressing.
Wanna be our friend?
We're not doing the horror round, remember?
You can be friends with somebody without having to like horror with them. Like, you can just be friendly.
So if you don't know anyone here and you don't like it because it's hot, why exactly are you here?
Business.
Trade?
It's not your business.
You can't fault us for being curious. Like I said, you're an anomaly in our city.
I have a job to do. If there's nothing more.
Want to just come out and be like, dude, do you work for Ben?
Yeah,
Gay?"
let's just blow it.
We could have gone the whole time.
And now imagining Leaf is just sitting there going, this doesn't look like it's
Maybe
going
we
well.
maybe
We pull
we
out my
should
great
signal for
axe.
y'all to like come up
Eva
behind
will
us and be
just
like,
sigh. So, are you working for Bengar? Were you part of the raid? Do you have the lantern? Let's just cut to the chase, shall we?
I have no idea what you're talking about. If you remain here any longer, I'll need to contact the guard.
Sense motive that I can't
This is
actually do really
Since his
well.
motive, y'all.
Okay!
Six!
I get a 20!
20
Rolled
will
it.
probably be much more successful.
He seems legit about contacting the guard. He seems to be lying to you about not knowing Big Gear. He does seem to be legit about contacting the guard. Possibly. The man would stand to his feet.
You're gonna contact your own guard.
I believe it's time that you move along.
Oh, he stood up. We're going.
Oh yeah, we're definitely going at that point. I'm assuming it's one of those stand up, put the hand on the weapon, like.
How tall is he? Because I am only 2'10".
That's
So am
6
I
foot
doing
tall.
like this?
Oh yeah.
6 feet tall.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Is there?
Do we charge?
Shink.
It's like,
I suppose I would glance back towards the tavern.
oh, that's our cue.
He's not making any threatening motions at this point. He just stood to his feet.
Should you just give us that look like, guys? So, I mean,
I
we could
suppose
like.
we'll start heading back towards the
Cycle.
tavern.
Okay, so can we like get permission somehow from the guard to like
Murder him?
Wait.
investigate the?
We're
the
Pathfinders. Does that
You
not
don't
give us...
necessarily have evidence at this point.
Okay.
I mean, we're Pathfinders.
I
Doesn't
didn't
that
know if
mean
we had, like-
can just...
You're not the law, man.
I know. That's what I was saying. Can we get like permission? From
All
the
of you
guard?
may make a perception roll.
I
You
wanna
guys were
proceed.
inside the tavern drinking your drink.
Dang it. I don't perceive anything.
16.
9.
The drinks are 2 copper pieces each, by the way.
Okay.
7.
18.
I had a drink.
16.
I suppose you guys would make your way back. Glancing back over your shoulder, you notice the man would watch all of you as you make your way, well, towards the tavern. Once you've gotten a decent distance away and you think, well, at the very least he thinks you're not paying attention anymore, he'd cross the street, open the door, and make his way inside the warehouse.
Well, now we know they'll be ready.
They were gonna be ready anyway.
We could have murdered him.
We could have gone
I suppose
directly.
making your way in.
Murder in the street with no evidence. That would have gone over real well with the guard.
We're about to do it right now.
No, we have to get permission. We can't just break in and start killing
They
people.
could just leave.
You sure?
Yes, I'm sure. It's against the law.
They're just gonna leave.
Cal would raise a hand. I would also suggest not talking openly about murder at a tavern table.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Elise to just look around and be like, anybody got a problem with what I'm
Again,
saying?
that's what I mean. That alignment is shifted real quick for
I switched
chaos.
to Scald. We can murder them.
This whole tavern is no big deal. No, we're definitely not gonna do that. All right. Well, how do we Cal? How do we go about being like, we want to go investigate this place and potentially murder anybody who gets in our way?
Will you stop saying that?
They're not gonna let you just go. You don't know these people.
As far as the city guard is concerned, adventuring in the most cosmopolitan city in Galarian and simply slaying people in the streets has potential
Ramifications.
ramifications, whichever you prefer.
Oh, we've hit our kill
If
quota
the
for today.
watch arrives and we do not have evidence that what we are doing is correct, we are more likely than not going to be led at spear point back to local watch office for questioning. I do not know if Skelk has that much time.
So sneak.
Who can sneak in this party?
Sorry, Al.
I can.
If I may, the watch's response time in the docks is not exactly stellar.
So we just break
So
down the
we
door.
just do it. We find the evidence.
We'll need to make it fast, though.
Oh, lovely. So
We
in
don't
other
have-
words, we should be going there like now.
Yeah, we don't have time for paperwork because the Ripper's dying.
Also,
Well-
they just alerted them that
Well,
we're
the Ripper
here.
brought this on.
I
us.
doubt very seriously that man's going to actually go and get the guard.
No, they're doing shady stuff.
He's gonna tell all his friends to get their get their arms ready. Get their guns. I'm like, if they get their guns, we're in trouble. Get their axes ready.
It's an entire party of Ulfin gunslingers.
We just open the door and they're just like, ready. We're just like,
Right before we kick down the door, I'm gonna cast shield on myself.
just kick down the door. I'm chopping that door down.
I'm kicking the door down. Kicking is so much better than chopping. Your weapon could get stuck in the door.
Yes, dear.
Efficient. We're working on it.
We'll do the 1, 2, 3 combo kick action.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
Summon Sariel right before
Someone.
we...
I thought you already did this.
No, I dismissed him because I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
walk around
You
town with
can
him.
duck into the alley next to the tavern and do that. There's only a drunk man here. He's probably not going to say anything. He's basically laying in a pool of his own vomit.
Well,
So,
that's charming.
Inside.
making your way forward, striding across the open area across from the dock. I suppose reaching the door, kicking it dramatically open, and it's not locked.
Oh, sweet.
Whee!
Your eyes would have to adjust as you would step into the chamber inside.
We get pelted with arrows.
The entirety of this warehouse is rather large, the ceiling
Nobody's
vaulting up high
was born
overhead.
Here, is it?
Off towards your right-hand side is what looks to be a longship, which is held in the wet dock here, so
Hey,
simply
look
bobbing
at
in
that.
the water. There are numerous sleeping bags sprawled about, probably for a larger crew. You're going to guess over maybe a dozen, perhaps closer to 18 or 20.
So there's
Fortunately, there would only be 3 warriors here. The men that you'd spoken to outside and 2 more, which would stand hefting their weapons as you kick open the door. A larger man would stand at the top of these steps on a balcony overhead as he would look down at all of you. Propped onto one shoulder is what appears to be a massive greatsword. In his other hand is what appears to be an overly large, ornate-looking lamp, which would blaze with a blue light.
Oh, that's probably the lamp. Like,
Skell
what?
sent you, did he?
no.
Maybe.
Who cares? Let's do it.
Skel didn't send us.
No, technically the Pathfinder sent us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, your type.
Hey.
Hey!
There are at least some warriors amongst your number. I will give you an honorable death.
Okay, cool.
You could try.
Oh yeah, I should have said that.
So no lampy, cursey.
Well, we gave your other guys an honorable death. Well, I did.
One of them.
2 of them.
The other guy would have died.
No, the other guy's still alive. Remember you said
Yeah,
last
you
time.
gutted him. You would have killed him if I hadn't stepped in.
Yeah. Oh, so you actually kind of like messed him
The
up.
man would heft up the lantern, which would blaze in light, as all the rest of them would charge their way forward.
That's
I will
pretty
need
dishonorable,
initiative
bro.
from the party.
Pretty dishonorable to use that magic instead of your sword. I'm just
Dang it.
saying.
Alright.
Leaf.
8.
I beat you.
I mean, that's
I
generally.
rolled, I rolled really bad.
17.
Eva gets a 7.
But you
Oh,
beating
I
me is
forgot to
generally
roll
how this
for
has worked
Sariel.
out so
I
far.
rolled badly.
Sariel.
Sariel gets a 5.
Sure gets 5.
He's not ready.
Eliza.
He's like, I'm not
19.
supposed to be summoned in the
18?
city. What's
19.
going on?
19.
Has somebody died that needs guy? No.
Bryn.
10.
Eliza, you have first initiative.
Really?
Murder that guy in the back with your mad murder skills.
You're talking to the halfling oracle. Do you remember that? You have the
Do
mad
something
murder skills.
amazing.
Yes.
Ideally.
The stairs ascend up to the platform up here. The platform is 20 feet up.
We're gonna see what the little halfling can do.
Please don't die.
You can define favor yourself.
Nope.
Yeah.
Eliza goes rushing in,
Please don't
And
die.
I
hefting your sickle.
I will sickle him
Very well. You step forward, heft your blade, and swing.
with a 20.
You would cut into his leg.
Aim for his Achilles tendon.
For 1 point of damage.
Nicking him across the leg as he let out a
I'm
shout.
going for the Achilles, man.
You're gonna have to get a couple more cuts before you get
Eva.
there.
Oh god.
I have to get through the leather, you know.
Guess I'm gonna move up next to.
This lady?
There we go.
Well, if you do that, you're gonna go through his threatened range.
He's in
He's-
Okay,
he
it's
hadn't
fine,
gotten
yeah.
yet.
Oh, right. Never mind
And then I'm gonna claw him in the face.
then. Is that how
You
she
go
claws?
rushing forward,
I get an 18.
He claws with his
clawing viciously at him.
I do
striking
4
his
points of
target.
damage.
Viciously raking your claws across his extended face.
So he's, I'm assuming he's not wearing the helmet.
Well, I mean, the lower portion of his face. Just the
You're like raking off his beard, just like pulling it off.
How else can you get the beard action going? That would bring us to Bengir.
No.
Dang it.
He would stab his great sword down into the wood, grab his holy symbol, and present it as he calls out prayers to Gorum.
Oh man.
Anyone that wishes to make
I will-
spellcraft may.
Hey, I think I
You
have
can't
a
be your man because he's the enemy.
17.
7.
A 17 will succeed, a 7 will not. Spiritual weapon.
Ah.
A great sword of glowing blue light and force would appear hovering in the air before striking down at. I mean, you look like the obvious biggest
That's
threat.
why you
And he's a
always
little
get
sexist, so this guy.
I am the token man,
That's
and
how I
also intimidating looking and surprisingly squishy. So,
That's
great.
how I do well.
18.
Yep.
Great sword would heft, chopping down at you, striking you for 7 points of damage as it
Yikes.
slices into
I'll
you.
be. Where's my healing?
She's right next to you.
She's under threat, but I have to like end the threat to get my healing.
McGear let out a bellowing laugh as we go to Bryn.
I'm gonna step here. I'm gonna power attack that guy.
You step forward, spinning your blade and chopping down.
I get a 23.
23 will strike your target.
And I do 10 points of damage.
Continuing to reap the whirlwind as you chop your way through another foe,
Wow! Your guys go down easy, man.
splattering blood
So
across
Raider,
the
you
floor.
Imagine you said that much more Bryn-like.
I did,
not
sorry.
like- and a little less Jessica-like.
Cowards.
That would bring us to the Elfin Warrior. One of them bellows up, brother, and charges forward.
It's a family affair. This is fine.
It's the rule, you have to kill them all or one of them comes back.
That's how we do it here in the north.
21.
That does hit me.
Blackjack.
Manages to bring his weapon in, chopping down with his axe, striking you for 8 points of damage. The other Elfin Warrior will heft his axe. You know what? He's gonna go for the summer. She almost
You
damage.
hit me in the face.
Crap.
My beard.
I did 1 point.
Swinging his axe with a 15.
That does not hit me.
You had let out a yelp, diving backwards.
Axe.
Just because I cast shields. If I had it, that would
As your
have hit me in
magical
the
wards
face.
deflect the blow wide, the man curses loudly. Leaf.
Where, Jar?
Come hit hit this guy.
What? I was like for saying hacks.
No!
was
The
confused.
guy, he said he cursed loudly.
Oh, there you go. Okay. All right. So blood rage
Leaf goes into a blood rage, frothing at the mouth.
and
Takes 3 of us to
shot
bring
him.
this one down.
Oh no.
Wait, hang on.
Oh my
My
God.
where's my
I
blood
like
rage?
the dynamic of this fight of the entire party gangs up on this one guy and then Bryn takes care of the rest. Go, Bryn, do your fighter thing.
15.
A 15 will not strike your target as you would knock your blade
It's gonna be another game of me not hitting anybody, guys.
Ah, these
This is
both
how
hit.
he keeps getting behind. Even I
You started
hit.
catching up in that last
I
game.
know.
I had
Not
bad
this
dice
one.
like
Sorry,
that.
El.
He's gonna move up beside Bryn and between Bryn and Leaf.
Oh,
No, don't.
Why?
Never mind. Sorry. I thought that was where I was going to go. But it's not. I was going to go this way.
Okay.
You don't want to go there.
He will bite.
the summon charges forward,
12.
bites. The man hops back from the snapping hound, bringing us to Eliza.
Assuming you need a tap.
Yes, please.
I also need a 10.
Sorry.
How much are you down?
How far?
7.
I am down 8. I win.
Okay.
Please stat me.
Why do you always win?
Do you guys have the same constitution? Who has more hit points?
My constitution's a 14.
I'm also 14. I technically have 24 hit points right now.
I
So.
have 22.
Oh, that's right. I got 4 hit points.
Okay,
Not
so
that
I'm
much.
tapping you, and especially since
Oh yeah, because you got the raging points.
you're doing the most damage.
Yay! You have temporary hit points for being like.
I'm just glad that you're not gonna be able to kill this one because
7.
there's room. Thank you for the sympathy. In the middle of this fight, I missed another one, and all I see is a little changeling claw. I'm just like, sure.
Eliza has a move action remaining if she'd like to take it.
No.
I didn't know if you want to draw a wand or something.
Oh, actually, I will just in case, because I only have 1 spell left, and so that way I can still do some years.
Cool.
Eva.
Oh,
Get 'em.
Yeah, sure. 10
10 will not strike your target.
and a 7.
7 will not strike your target.
Can I take a 5-foot step like away? There you go.
You get a little side shuffle to try to get out of the way.
Your turn!
I'm
Like,
already
tap out!
Brings us to Big Gear. His blade of force chops down with a 17,
It's gonna hit me on the nose.
striking you.
Oh, it's actually definitely gonna hit me. 'Cause I'm raging right now.
Striking you for 4 points of damage.
Is that what the sword is making?
Oh, that's what he does when he rages.
Oh,
What's my
okay.
rage sound?
Never mind.
I think.
What am I, a rabbit? Okay. Well, the good news is you didn't kill him, so I can have a chance to get a kill.
That's the good news. Here.
Everybody block Bryn so I can get a kill.
The man calls upon
Whatever,
his
she's
divine
He's gonna
powers.
do bad stuff, everyone.
Oh, he's spellcasting.
His spellcasting,
He's a
yeah.
caster. We need to go get up in his
Wow.
face.
Stuff to you, please.
I rolled an 8.
25.
25.
We need to get in his face.
8. 8 will not identify. This 25 sound burst.
Cover your ears!
That's gonna help.
Super net.
It would detonate in the center of the party. I'm going to need a fortitude save from the party.
Oh no, is it a fear event? No, it's not. I know.
Evocation
it's
side.
not. I
I
know.
rolled poorly.
Let's see.
Oh!
So my constitution is.
I rolled poorly, so this could be bad.
So did I.
Somebody needs to go
Alright.
up there and mess with him. So he can't.
13.
13.
Sariel and Eva both make 17.
14.
Rachel!
She's
Bren saves, as does both Sariel and Eva.
Yay.
The rest of you, Belle.
Oh no.
Just bleeding coming from the ears.
Since
now.
Sariel up there,
The party takes 4 points of damage. Those of you that fell are also stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he can't keep doing that.
From there, we go to Brett. I suppose kind of shakes it off as far as her head.
I contact this guy. It's never in the crit range. I get 25.
25 will still strike your target, though.
Keenan.
Yeah.
Aim
should
for
do that.
critical and then bleeding critical. And then do all the damage.
10 points of damage.
Chopping viciously into the man, he would stagger backwards before hitting the floor.
Does the third one go, brother?
No.
No.
What are they, Carmine?
Neil's cousin and then charges.
Okay.
This tribe is all interrelated. They're apparently the hillbillies of the Elfin
Yeah, I'll
line.
move here.
Very well. Charge up towards the next man.
I was gonna go all the way up there, but then I figured if I killed this guy, then I don't have a good
You would
reflex
make your
save.
husband feel bad.
Well, at this point he's stunned, so he lost his
Alright.
chance.
I believe the summoner is not stunned, correct?
No.
Very well. Brings us to the Elfin Warrior, who will turn his attention then to the Blood Ranger. Since you are taking the armor class penalty.
Are you serious? I'm right here. I just killed your 2 man. Here. Sexy.
He will chop.
Beautiful.
I don't know
At least
if
that felt
as
there.
9 will hit.
Woo! I'm stunned, but not
Well, you are
destroyed.
it's a flat-footed stun base. So flat-footed.
I'm still not stunned.
Well, he's still not murdered.
You're still not
Yes.
hit.
You're
You're
stunned.
I'm not murdered.
Leaf.
That's
will
what's
stun
most important.
Sariel.
Alright, Sario makes a 16 on his acrobatics check to try to loopy-loop past the dude on the stairs.
Will not
So he stops right in front of him, right?
and provokes.
Oh. I thought you had this thing.
He was.
Well, the
Why is
stairwell.
he-
He
He
has
has
to have
to
a
stop
square.
at the first available square.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because he basically runs into it.
The man
from
chops
my
down
short
with a
view,
22.
I can't
That'll
see
hit.
where this. I see this.
Striking the summon for 4 points of damage.
Alrighty.
From Soriel, we go to Eliza, who's stunned.
Done.
We go to Eva.
That guy's threatening me, right?
Right in the eye.
Yes.
Poke.
I'm gonna cast on.
You can fight this stuff out of it.
No, I
It's
have
just
to
casting
touch
melee.
Sario.
Oh.
And it's just a d20 plus your caster level, right?
1d20 plus your caster level plus your charisma modifier against the DC of what level spell?
1.
17.
I physics spell.
Very well. You would sadly lose your spell, trying your best to avoid the man as he continues chopping wildly. That will bring us to Bingir.
I hate this guy.
Oh boy.
The great sword chops down. Natural 1 will not hit. Blade of Force chops down before dissipating. There's a move action to retrieve his great sword.
He's getting ready for murder.
He'll glance down, and he will shine the beacon down on Bren.
I'm
I
sure
will
he
need you
will.
to make a will save.
You know I don't have those. No!
Or you feel a sickness wash over you
Yeah, I
before
don't
a
feel good, guys.
frigid cold begins to blossom in your chest and spread
Sweet.
through your extremities.
Curse your wife.
He's stunned.
No, it's just one of those. It's just like, 1, I told you so. 2, my wife.
He'll take a 5-foot step over.
Because this coward.
He's not gonna give you a fair fight. You're a woman, and he's a sexist asshole. Who's
He
gonna
can't
keep-
even fight me with swords. He thinks I'm not scary. What a coward.
You did just kill 2 guys in like as many in 10 seconds. So.
Coward. If he was a real man, he'd come down here and fight me with his sword.
Bren.
I'm gonna kill this guy, I guess. I'm gonna power attack this guy. Do I take any penalties? Or am I just cold?
No, you're really cold.
Okay. I don't know. I didn't get a great roll. What is that? 13.
A 13 will not strike your target.
Yay, you missed 1. I feel a little bit better about myself.
No, we need
I'm gonna
to
fight
know
this
that.
guy this way.
Dead.
That will bring us back to the Elfin Warriors. Warrior at this point. Yeah, this little guy. He will go ahead and heft his blade. He chops, maybe with 15.
Because
You
I'm
no longer
raging?
stunned.
Yes.
Curse that rage.
Yep.
Striking you for 4 points of damage.
Maybe you should kill me.
Oh, you don't say!
Done.
Well, you won't be next time.
From the Elfin Warrior there, we go to Leaf.
Retaliatory strike.
Just murder him.
Oh, power attack and go for broke.
Are you, or was the stunning only for one?
Yeah. So 16. Oh wait. 19.
19 will strike your target.
All right.
He's-
Splatter some innards. 10 points of damage.
That's enough.
You would chop the man down as he would slump against the wall. Good move action,
Don't get too far from
Oh, yeah.
man.
Healing.
Yeah.
Eliza.
I could, but I'm very not great, so I'm gonna stay here and wait for my healing before I approach the stairs.
From Leaf, we go to Sariel.
He's just gonna move up the stairs.
Can we move all the way?
Got a 40 foot speed.
That's a yes.
He moves up the stairs.
Sariel goes loping up the stairs.
14 probably is on.
14 will not strike his target as he chops. Eliza, you can shake off your stun effect.
For 6.
Go.
And then, as a move action, I will pick up the one that I dropped.
Very well.
Did you?
From Eliza, we go
Yeah,
to
6.
Okay.
Eva.
Don't get up in there, lady.
I'm not. I'm gonna cast Ass's Welcome. Sweet.
Probably should have let us ask.
No, it was good. I get a 9 because my guys hate me tonight.
A 9 will hit your target's touch AC.
He's a big old dude.
I do 1 point of acid damage. I
Yeah.
Lightly
Singes.
slash him.
Yay! I'm
Bring us to
helping.
Bingir. The priest would drop the lantern,
Mostly you do
clatter to
something
the floor, take a two-handed grip on his great sword, and swing.
This goes.
Maybe 15.
No! Haha.
The summon would hop back out of the way as he would splinter through the steps, wrenching the sword back free. Bryn.
I guess I'm just like up the stairs. I can't really do anything.
So 30 feet to here.
And
Ready if you want.
I'll ready, and if somehow magically he's in range, I'll hit him.
Very well. Leaf.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's see.
How high up is that?
It's 20 feet up. Could I... We're gonna need Sariel to get out of our way.
That's the plan. First it was get him up there and let him have him attack.
Do you wish to
And
delay?
Yes.
Very
There was
well.
nobody else there.
Leaf delays. Sariel.
can he make an acrobatics check to here? Because you can 5-foot step around people now.
But not through
Nah.
a solid edge, which is going to be that room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that might work. 19. To just go
Is that with the -5 and move through his square?
No.
A 14 will succeed.
Okay, so
Okay.
Into the flank.
So he runs under his legs, darting out the opposite side.
and a 17 to bite.
A 17 will strike his target.
He does 5 points of damage.
Chomping solidly into the back of his leg.
I ran for the initiative.
Ben would roar. Leaf also roars.
Oh,
Yay.
he is gonna steal.
Oh, getting up in there.
If he can hit him.
Power attack! Don't jinx me! Oh, crap.
Oh yeah, I thought of that. Sorry.
What are you gonna
I didn't mean to do it.
do? 16.
Don't you know she's a
A
walking
16 will
jinx?
strike your flank target.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually 18 with flank. Yay! For 12 points of damage.
Viciously chopping into your foe. Eliza.
Just sling him.
I will try to sling him.
Very well. You move action to retrieve your sling and move action to load it.
Sure.
Very well. You have a 5-foot step if you'd like to get a little closer. Alright. Eva.
I'll take the -2 penalty to acid splash him again.
Give me -4. for
-4,
target
so
melee.
8.
An 8 will not strike your target. It comes close.
Would you hit touch?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
touch.
An 8 will not hit his touch AC. A 9 did, but an 8 doesn't.
Stupid dice.
From Eva, we go to Bingir. The man lets out a roar. He will chop at Leaf and smites.
What?
Oh.
What?
He's an anti-paladin? But you're not good.
Will an 18 hit?
Yeah. He's smiting chaos?
Yeah, what?
Destruction domain.
Great. It's gonna hurt.
Domain.
For those of us who don't know what that means.
Damages.
It's one of the cleric domains that gives you the ability to, it's like, basically just smite for an extra damage bonus.
Yeah,
What?
which means it's gonna really hurt.
Well, this sword already hurts.
Yeah, I know, that's why it's even worse. It's like insult to injury.
Viciously slamming you for 13 points of damage.
Good news, everyone, I'm still standing.
As blood sprays.
Oh, wow.
None of those will probably kill me.
I gotta
so.
get out of the way. I don't know how this is gonna happen.
Bryn, I suppose, paces back and forth.
I'm
behind
so
you.
upset! Oh, is it my turn?
Yes.
Your options are squeeze, throw something at him, or
I just throw my sword.
acrobatics.
Just Captain America, your shield.
Alright, I'm gonna try to acrobatics around him.
Whoa.
Very well.
Because what the hell else am I gonna do with my
I
life
mean, you could
here?
potentially throw your sword.
That
Minus
seems
4
like a
penalty.
bad
I don't
idea.
want to not have my sword.
Oh, but how cool would it be to
What
just
if
be
you
like,
fall down then, and then it's like, well, okay, I guess I'm gonna punch you with my gauntlet.
She's not William.
She
She
thinks
Hey!
you're gonna die.
That could have been a lot worse. I got a 19.
See, I'm good luck and you're a G.
Oh, minus 4 or 5.
Hold on. 21.
Oh no, I have armor check, so like
Oh, cancel.
they cancel out. So minus 5, 14.
A 14 will beat your opponent's
Ah!
combat move or defense.
because that's what.
That's
Sario
right.
got.
I'm
Chop him.
I'm gonna chop.
Rushing forward,
I'm gonna chop him in the face.
shove past him,
Oh,
pep your
probably
blade.
not gonna chop him in the face. I only get a 13.
Sadly, so elated about tumbling past them that you're not striking your target. So swing, bringing us to Sariel.
Perfect 20.
Nice.
Automatically hit. Threat
Perfect
rolls
20.
confirmed. Perfect 20 will automatically confirm your critical hit.
Get him.
Bite him.
another kill lost.
15 damage with the bite.
The summon will viciously savage the man, grabbing onto him, dragging to the ground, ripping and tearing in his usual silent manner.
He's dead now.
He would stare down at the dead body as he would stop before beginning to whisper a prayer to it.
He's such a good boy.
I'm really cold,
He
man.
like gets down next to its ear and he's just like,
I go close the lantern, avoiding its creepy light.
Very well.
I'm cold.
That's not good.
Can I make any kind of check on this lantern?
you should like spellcraft
Yeah.
it and stuff.
If you have detect magic, you can
I
do
would
detect
yes.
like to detect all the magics.
Yeah, detecting magic.
Nice. Okay. I got a 24 spellcraft.
I get a 22. We should
Uh,
be able to figure this out between the two of us.
I hope so.
With a 24, you would be able to identify this magical item. It is called the Beacon of the North. It is designed to be hung on the prow of a ship. To activate its powers requires a special lamp oil that only the White Witches of Irison know how to create. It can hold enough oil to burn for 8 hours, although, from what you understand, it currently is low on oil, down to about a quarter of it left. You can extinguish the flame if you so wish.
Yes.
The lamp also opens portals under the right circumstances. If hung on the prow of a ship to which it is attuned and lit, it will open a ship-sized portal to Whitethrone, the capital of Irison.
Weird.
If the light is focused on the main mast of a ship or on a tapestry depicting a ship, a 5-foot wide portal will open connecting the tapestry to the ship that it is also attuned to. The portal remains open for as long as the lantern is lit, even if it no longer shines directly on the portal. In addition, the lantern can be focused as a beam on a single living creature, creating a small portal from the frozen north inside of the creature's body.
Oh.
Leaking through this portal is the constant cold of the north. The longer that the beam is focused on the individual, the more severe of a cold it will bring through.
Anything in there on how to make it not do that?
Yeah.
Like an undo button.
Undo button would be preferable.
From what you can understand, the simplest way to do this is if the beacon is used to open a ship-sized portal by hanging it on the prow of a ship that is attuned to, all other smaller portals are closed immediately to allow it enough energy to open the larger portal
Ooh, attune it to their ship.
It has to be the ship.
that it's already attuned to.
Oh, so we're gonna have to
We
go
have to go
to
in
the
the painting.
portal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tapestry.
So
I was gonna say, I was like, we don't have time to go all the way up to Gerson, but
No, we
yeah,
have
we
to go
make
to
a portal,
Tapestry.
go through the portal.
As an interesting side note, if the Beacon of the North is lit while separate from the ship it is attuned to, the ship will slowly turn and drift in the direction of the beacon unless actively steered in another direction or moored in place.
So there's this ship up north slowly drifting its way
It's
down.
stuck in the ice.
Oh, that's
Anyway,
true. It was
that's
stuck in
what
the
they
Maybe
ice.
that's why it's
Your
stuck in
guy
the ice.
said.
So now we can take this back quickly because I'm very cold. But first experience.
I thought you wanted to be cold.
This is too cold.
And loot.
You're very picky.
I just don't want to die like that guy. Did you see him?
Sadly, since the portal is inside of you, it means that no amount of clothing that you wear will actually provide you any warmth.
No, he moved up.
Oh my god, there was no hesitation with that.
I'm not entirely certain if this is in-game or not.
This is in.
Hesitation on that
I'm not a murderer.
one.
Yet.
Either you can drink it.
Remember, kids, don't threaten to kill people. She's gonna be subject number 1 when I disappear.
So you begin making your way down, basically planting your feet wide and slowly making your way down.
Because I know how to do this, because I'm from the frigid north.
You would hear a whoops from your wife behind you.
I'm very like ladylike. I'm sure it's like you're a very tough lady, but all of a sudden you're like,
This would follow by an annoyed bark from Sariel, as I imagine you'd slip tumble into him as she would slide back in behind you. You would slide about 5 feet forward before planting your claws into either side of the ice wall and sliding yourself.
I knew this would come in useful one day. Why didn't you think of this?